Hey guys, Molly here and welcome back to my channel. So, as you can see from the title of this video, I am going to be doing my November/December book haul. So, in November, I only got 2 books. And then in December, I got 8 books. And then majority of those, honestly, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 of those were from the library, so I'll just say the name of it and then just skim over it because I don't have it. And it was from the library, so I'm just gonna be talking about mainly the books that I got, bought, not from the library. I have 1 book from the library that I still have that I'm currently reading still. So, and it was due back on the 8th of January, and I still haven't finished it, so yeah. I just haven't honestly been in the mood to read it, so I just haven't been reading it and everything, so yeah. So I don't really have anything to talk about, anything else in this intro, so let's just get started. So the first book I got in November was Hungry by H.A. Swain. I am currently reading this, so I am on page 218. So basically this book is about this girl and this boy, and it's in the future. It's, I think, a dystopian, and so basically in the future there is no food, and so everything in the future has no food, no real trees technically, so all the food is gone and they have to drink fake stuff like Sumanol or something like that. Basically that's how they get their nutrients and all that. But one day Thalia is experiencing hunger pains, so she's experiencing her stomach growling, and she's like, what is wrong with me? I've never experienced this before. But basically all she is hungry, and she doesn't have any food to eat, and all she gets is a Seminole, and those are just basic nutrients to survive. And drinking those are supposed to make you not hungry because you're getting the nutrients and everything, but it's just gonna happen because your body is naturally supposed to be eating food, and they're not getting any food. They're getting nutrients, but their stomach is there, I guess, drinking a Seminole or something like that. But I don't know the whole logistics of it because I'm not the creator of this book and I haven't finished the book yet. So yeah, so basically there's this boy, Basil, and they both feel hunger, and their medicines are not working, the Seminole's not working. And they're both feeling hunger, and there's this resistance happening, all about the food and everything. They're like, oh yeah, we should get food back or something like that. But yeah, so I'm enjoying this so far. So I got this book in November, so this was one of the first books I got in November, and this was from the library, so I'm not going to be keeping this, obviously. It's gonna go back, and I'm not gonna have it anymore. Hopefully one day I can buy this because I'm enjoying it so far, but it's not my favorite, but I do like it. But I don't know if I would buy this, honestly. Most likely not buy this, but I don't know yet. I'm gonna have to see how this ending is and see if I truly like this book and what rating I give it, and maybe one day, someday, I'll actually buy the book. So yeah. And the next book I got in November was Emma and the Night by Wendy Walker. I know this is an adult thriller probably because it is $16.99 and it's an adult, because this is for paperback and not hardback, and usually they pay the hardback prices for adults is $26 and this is $16 for a paperback. So this is an adult thriller, which I didn't know at the time. I thought it was oh, excuse me. I thought this was a young adult book because it had 15-year-old and 17-year-old, and I just assumed it was a young adult thriller, but it's not. So I honestly don't know. Like, I read the synopsis. Okay, basically, let me just tell you what it's about. So it says, one night, 15-year-old Cass and her 17-year-old sister Emma disappear. The family car is found deserted at a nearby beach, but the authorities are baffled by what could have become of them. 3 years later, with just the clothes on her back and no evidence or credibility to back up her claims of what happened, Cass returns home without her sister. Her tale is one of the kidnapping and isolation and the mysterious island where the two were held. But Cass's story has holes into I can't do this no more. I know what the word is, but I just can't pronounce it. It's like the FBI, basically. The forensic. So how my life's going right now. Can't pronounce these words. This word, basically. Psychiatrics. That's not even psychiatrist. That's not. Psychologist and the how do you pronounce this word? Oh my gosh, I literally don't know. How do you this is a psychologist and then I can't pronounce it. I know what the word is. Oh my gosh. I know how to pronounce it, but I can't get my it's not psychologist, it's psychiatrist. Oh my gosh. I'm done. I'm dead and done. Okay, let's continue. Psychiatrist Dr. Abby Winter, something about it just doesn't add up. As an expert in narcissistic personality disorder, Dr. Winter looks deeply into Cass's family to uncover the truth. She looks at the mother, a woman so beautiful on the surface and so damaged and damaging beneath. She looks at the stepfather and the stepbrother, each so uniquely troubled and dangerous. And she looks at Cass herself. What she finds will shock those searching for Emma and reveal a twisted story of a deeply dysfunctional family in the lens to which Cass has gone to bring about redemption. This book is honestly sounds really cool, and I can't wait to read it one day, someday, hopefully. I can read it soon because winter is gonna come to a close in like March, and I really want to read my thrillers sometime in January, February, or March. One of those months. Yeah, so hopefully I can read this soon because it sounds really cool. And then I have like other thrillers that I really want to read. And then I have like a horror book. That's not a word. Okay, Molly. No English. I don't know English, basically. I don't know how to pronounce English. And yeah, so that's how my life's going. But I have a horror book. Not book. And then I have like a mystery, and then I have like, yeah. So I have those that I really want to read. So yeah. So I really want to read this soon. So hopefully one day, someday, I can read this and love it because it sounds really cool and totally up my alley for thrillers. And yeah. Okay, now on to my December books that I got in December. Yeah. Most of these are like, 4 of these are library books, and then 4 of them, the rest of the 4 are regular books. So the first 2 is part of the series, and that is The Isle of the Lost by Melissa De La Cruz, and then Return to the Isle of the Lost. This is the first one. This is the second one. I don't have the third one. I read these both from the library, and then I'm like, I seen these at the, not the bookstore. I went to the Air Force Base in Tampa, because my dad is used to be in the military, so we get to go there. And they had these 2 books in the books section at the commissary. So commissary, not commentary. Okay, I think it's commissary. Yeah. And yeah, so I was like, oh, I read these 2 books, and I love Disney, and I love them both, and I love the Descendants movie, so of course I had to get them. So I just need to get the 3rd one and finally read it and everything. So, because the 3rd one has Harry in it, Harry Hook. Hey, cute. Hey, cute. Yeah, Harry Hook is a cutie. Thomas Doherty, that's even how you pronounce his last name. Thomas plays such a good villain, honestly. So Harry Hook is in the 2nd Descendants movie, and the 3rd one is coming out in the fall, I think. Not the fall, the summer this year. So I honestly can't wait to see that cutie again in the movie. So yeah. So these 2 books I got in December, and basically these 2 books are about if you didn't know, what are they about, Molly? Trying to think. I was like gonna say what it was about, and then I completely forgot my train of thought. About the villains' kids. So basically the villains have kids, and there's Mal, Carlos, Jay, and Evie, I think. And so Mal is Maleficent's daughter. And then Carlos is Cruella de Vil's son. And then Jay is Jafar's son. And then Evie is the Evil Queen's daughter. I'm like, can't think of what they're called, what the name is. And yeah, so they have an opportunity to go to Arendelle. That's not. Arendelle is in Frozen. Auradon. That's what it's called. So they can go to Auradon for schooling, and they get a chance to be good. But basically, this is about their life before they go to Auradon, and then this is they have to return to the Isle of the Lost after they already gone. This is basically takes place after the first movie. And this takes place before the first movie. And then the 3rd one takes place before the 2nd movie. And yeah, so that was that. And yeah, and then the next one I got in December was I'd Tell You I Love You, but then I'd Have to Kill You by Ali Carter. So basically, this book is a school for boarding. It's like a boarding school, so it's a school for spies and everything. And the main girl is Cami Morgan, and she is a student at the Gallagher Academy for exceptional young woman, a fairly typical all-girls school. Typical, that is, if every school taught advanced martial arts in PE and the latest in chemical warfare and science, and students received extra credit for breaking CIA codes in computer class. Received extra credit for the Gallagher Academy might claim to be a school for geniuses, but it's really a school for spies. Even though Cami is fluent in 14 languages and capable of killing a man with 7 different ways with her bare hands, she has no idea what to do when she meets an ordinary boy who thinks she's an ordinary girl. So she can tap his phone, hack into his computer, or track him through town with the skill of a real pavement artist. But can she maneuver a relationship with someone who can never know the truth about her? Cool, yeah. Can't wait to read that. That's actually on my January TBR because I pulled it out of the TBR jar, so need to read that this month and everything. So yeah. I've like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books that I need to read. Technically 9. Truly Devious is still on my currently reading thing, but I don't have it. I put it on the hold for the library, but I need to return Hungry after I finish it real fast. I need to finish this real fast because this is overdue and my account's locked, so that means I can't get Truly Devious until I return Hungry. So, and Truly Devious is on my February TBR as well for Read-A-Thing, so yeah. So that's that book. And then the last book I have to show you is Frostblood by Ellie Blake. So basically this one is about the first in an exhilarating, we're not gonna read that, okay. "17-year-old Ruby is a fireblood who has concealed her powers of heat and flame from the cruel Frostblood ruling class her entire life. But when her mother is killed trying to protect her and rebel Frostbloods demand her help to overthrow their bloodthirsty king, she agrees to come out of hiding, desperate for revenge. Despite her unpredictable abilities, Ruby trains with the rebels and the infuriating yet irresistible Arceus, who seems to think of her as nothing more than a weapon. But before they can take action, Ruby is captured and forced to compete in the King's tournaments that pit Fireblood prisoners against Frostblood champions. Now she only has one chance to destroy the maniacal ruler who has taken everything from her and from the ice young man she has come to love." So that's what that is about. Honestly, all these books I can't wait to read. Well, technically 3 books of these. Oh, and then the other ones that I got were from the library, and that was, but I don't have them obviously, but I did get them. And that was The Afterlife of Holly Chase, A List of Cages, Dash and Lily's Book of Dares, and My Lady Jane. So those were the 4 of the books that I got. And yeah, so I honestly don't have any more books to talk about in this book haul. So without further ado, you should totally like this video. You should totally give this video a thumbs up if you like this video. And also subscribe down below to see more of me and if you enjoy my content. And also hit that little bell button right next to the subscribe button to be notified whenever I do post a new video. And also comment down below all the books you got in November and December. I love to know as well. And also I have social medias. Obviously I have Instagram, Bookstagram, Twitter, and Goodreads. If you want to follow me on any of those, that would be amazing and would totally make my day. And yeah, I really don't have anything else to talk about in this video, so I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!